We're looking for our zygomatic arch, and we're doing gentle circles on it. So while we're doing that, we're kind of looking at masseter thickness, where it ends, where it starts. So don't go too fast. The slower you move, the better sensation, A, for your client, but mainly for you to identify. You feel like those rolling kind of nodules, right? So now you go into mandibular, kind of looking also the lower attachments, like more inferior attachments of masseter, and checking those trigger points. And again, all of it through circular motion. When you kind of identify, so what's going on there, you can place your heels of your hands on their temporalis muscle and kind of do both, right? It's kind of like a fascial almost glide and then compression. So you can kind of relax your fingers and do just temporalis muscle, or do both. Okay, people on table, how does it feel? Means like okay, or like
good.
Okay. And sort of incorporate your fingers back if you removed it. If not, just go with that.
And stay on the temporalis?
Yeah, stay on temporalis.
That looks relaxing.
So remember how I asked you guys to swallow, right? And I was saying that back muscles of like occipitalis and the cervicals are important. So switch. You can just do like quick switch or however you want. With gloves, it's a bit awkward, right? So play with occipitalis and see two attachments, right? If you wanted to feel how those muscles are affecting the jaw, ask them to swallow just for your own sake. Swallow. Right? Do you feel how muscles pushed? Oh, so then you weren't on the right muscles, so make sure you are on kind of like a mastoid process when you ask them to swallow.
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant on the
Yeah, occipitalis, yeah. Ask them mastoid occipitalis, kind of like they're closer. There you go. Swallow again.
Okay.
Right. Right, so you understand the involvement of those muscles. So they're tight. Pretty obviously, you can do more sternocleidomastoid muscle work there. I didn't mad road scaling, but that's supposed to be a CM, which is okay. Like, right, you work through, and you know all the work, right, through, like here. We didn't do it on that round.
Miss Gabby.
Okay. So now cervical muscles. So remember how I was saying to you, like you gotta get there. So just gently track their neck and kind of work yourself into C7 area, right? And remember how I said, like you have your hands kind of in a pointy, kind of a beak, right, Kelly? Now you open your elbows and make a gate, and you track.
Client? Or Callie?
Kelly, are you gonna work on clients today? No?
What?
Are you gonna work on clients today? No? No.
Okay.
How are you doing?
So traction and closer to occipitalis you come, wider your elbows when I that, or closer. Like however, like my hands are just kind of like whatever. Like I started here, so it depends where you start, right? If you start here, and then there, and then
It looks
you
like your
move.
stool should be a little higher too. That would probably be a little more comfortable.
Yeah, so that's likely where you are as well, right?
Maybe. I don't feel comfortable.
Okay.
I just have fix.
So remember now it's ears. We're working kind of with their ears, super gentle, gliding, kind of feeling how that TMJ is doing. Circles. And that's where we're switching maybe to palms, right? Remember, and circles towards the chin. Open your mouth, easy to your heart, open, that you can have that traction. Come back. Or you can do it with your fingers. Because we have guys on table, right? Just I want you to try to do the palms.
Just palms?
Mm-hmm. We will do fingers as well. I don't know, was it invasive for you, Chris?
What?
Like when he was pushing with his palms?
It doesn't bother me.
Didn't bother, yeah. Okay, you can do it with your fingers too. So try with your fingers and
I'm just gonna get a facelift one day.
Legit.
Facelift when you go to the doctor and cost
Surgery.
They make your ears meet in the back of your head.
Put those bobby pins, not bobby pins, but laundry pins. Okay, so yeah, you can do it also with fingers and slide. So all of it's
Am I
slow.
getting him to open his mouth?
Yeah, open when you come through the joint. You tell them open. Okay.
Mine too.
So now we kind of start to kind of go in the back, right? Because now we're going to be, remember that whole production of placing their head slightly to the side, and that's where the thumb holding the joint. And this 2-finger or 1, depends on how big their joint is. We're going to do this circumduction and play with the joint, where it's a joint play with a bit of a traction on the neck.
Sorry, you're gonna have to say that again. Where does my thumb?
So as you were here, you end up there. You rotate that, place your thumb here, turn.
Sorry, my
I'll
thumb
do
is
it for
right here?
Cecile on the video. Right on the joint, by the ear canal.
Right here.
Right?
And then
Yeah.
my other fingers are just right by the.
The other fingers are on top.
That's what it feels.
On the other side of
No. Oh.
So now, okay, if you have thumb here, you have to rotate his head on your thumb.
This way?
Duh.
Okay.
Yes. Duh. Makes sense? And now your thumb, don't jump, don't. Okay, so is your thumb, Lisa, can you check that her thumb is free as mine?
Oh.
Something is happening there.
Just make sure. So find his
So-
joint. Find the joint. Okay, yeah. And that's the one thing I always find. You don't want to push too low because then you're kind of off it. So yeah.
So now,
And then now I just.
so for Cecile, if
So
the
you still
head is
helping
straight,
even get him to
this
flex,
is
you
the
don't feel it in
joint,
there,
this is how you
just so
rotate,
you know where it's at.
and
then
this
you
is
can
the
kinda make it
fingers
even.
work.
It doesn't have to be a total focus,
So,
but
and this is
soft.
kind of
kind
this
of stuff.
movement is going to
And
be
then
happening,
these
only
fingers
not that
right here.
exaggerated.
On the masseter.
Just going to be like,
I'm not sure if there's a picture in here. Was there of the masseter?
no, not there.
Shows the temporalis.
So, okay, you have to have this hand with your thumb is very comfortable there. It has to lay, because this is the hand that's going to do the pivoting movements.
So you're saying this hand has to be comfortable?
Yeah.
It is.
Okay. So, Lisa, can you feel how the joint moves and everything? Like, so what it is, it's like it rolls on the heel of your hand and you develop a traction with your fingers on occipitalis while you rotating all this.
And then remember, I'll just show you that here's the, just so you kind of have an idea of where your hands are placed. There's the acceptalis, temporalis, which I know, and then the masseter.
It's the joint that I think I'm having a hard time. Open your mouth.
Ah, there you go, right there, right lower, by the ear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, close.
Okay, so when you finish with one side, very gently rotate, place, and again rotate. they kind of like doing what I mean? Yeah. So it's like an opposite movement, right? Oh man, your jaws are real good.
So use your fingertips on this side. Yeah.
Okay. So where am I?
That's an interesting breakfast.
Oh, okay. So, do you feel how it's softening up a little bit? Right? Okay, so let's straighten up. Their head straight, so neutral. And like big circles now through master. Start at the zygomatic arch and work it down. So now you define which side is tighter. Because some relaxation already happened. So now muscles are more mushy. You should tell which side is tighter. If before, like maybe bilaterally, they were clenching or whatever, you couldn't tell. Oh, and we guys didn't do the test. It's not too late right now to say, okay, let's actually see where you're at and try knuckles. I won't ask Matt to do it. Are you looking for your knuckles?
Yes, he's looking for his knuckles.
Oh, there's a necklace hat. Oh,
No knuckles.
it hurts with.
He's got 3, but it's tough.
Barely.
How about yours?
Okay, so we will see, right? So, and okay, don't show the side that it hurts.
I already showed.
You already showed. Okay.
I already said it was this side. Am I wrong?
It's this side. No, yes, you're right. It's this side. Or yeah.
That's right. It is. Like, yeah, it is. You post this down, I have a problem with this. Not in Lethbridge. You can't post this. We shouldn't be. No, not with. He has to have a mask on. He can't post this.
Not to be touching faces.
Because we're touching faces, right? By law in Lethbridge, right? Can't do that.
Okay, I need you to straighten your.
At least you don't have the law that Calgary Edmonton does.
Yeah, okay, now I can get in actually.
We have 15
Alright.
people here too.
Just Calgary Edmonton.
Really? Oh,
So far.
we have a party of 50
It's okay.
somewhere
I
here.
know.
Okay, so now when you're doing those circles, you sort of start to say, open your mouth a little bit, open. And kind of now the circle kind of a bit slides, right? So you're just doing this sliding movement. So don't clench your teeth, keep mouth like gently open, slightly open. Then you kind of forcing that circular motion. Do you feel how it's like, so you're trying to do more circles where it's tight. And now the circles, now we're gonna address kind of lateral pterygoids. So you find closer to the ear and you say open while you're compressing and close.
I'll do a little one and you
Circle.
can't see the mask.
Okay, sure.
Sorry, you're groaning, so I thought.
Okay, open.
Or you can put a mask on. Or Victoria. It's not long. And then are you just doing like circular?
Yeah, so I'm stopping circle and do compressions.
Okay.
So basically like resist the movement. Like now it's a bit of a more pressure. It's more like 20 pounds of pressure. So, okay. Okay. Okay.
How far open?
Whatever they're comfortable with, right? Because like you can't tell, like it's their,
No.
because it's their level of,
Yeah, all you do is much.
oh my gosh, muscles are getting really big. Just get a treatment, TMJ.
I just
Like
did.
once a week. No, it's not gonna stay right. As soon as you sleep overnight, you can clench it so bad that it's gonna come back. Okay, so where are we at? Okay, so we loosened up. We did a little bit of a work on external structures. Now let's do some fascial work, right? So that's where here, like you kind of sort of through their skull, going back to their neck. So slide, grab their neck. Do a little bit of a traction. Say, okay, can you move your shoulders towards me? Gently. Okay. Sort of keep that traction. And I feel like I need more room, right? So it's okay. Can you scoot you a little bit more towards me? Now assist your neck. Scooching. Okay, and relax. So when we're holding their neck, right? So remember how I said like, choose side, place your elbow into your hip, because heads are heavy. It has to be neutral position. And then you place your hand on all those omohyoids, whatever they are.
No, sorry, sorry.
The Hoyts.
The hyoids, I never know what to say. Okay, so you place your hand and extend their head.
Are you
and
right
let-
here? I can't see you.
Okay,
Turn
so
your fingers.
I am
Don't
as
see
closer
what
to
you
their chin
Yeah.
as
And then
possible
some
to
more
make sure
fingers.
that they are
Yeah.
not holding their
Very
head.
good. Yeah.
So, and Chris, not this way, we're gonna go this way. We're gonna slide towards their stomach, so, yes.
Touching your glove.
So- Okay, so no, so forget about right here, so not right here, not right here.
Yes, that's a picture I want to show you actually.
It's next to, so okay, how about sternocleidomastoid muscle?
Okay,
Okay, so on the medial side of sternocleidomastoid muscle.
gotcha.
And we're gonna slide along towards clavicular attachment. And extend, come back. So hold on. So go back to kind of a sternocleidomastoid, right?
Yeah.
Medial side.
Yeah.
Halfway. Slide. So okay, no sliding actually, sorry. I should use not sliding word. I should say place tension. Extend the head. Stop moving.
And then it slides underneath.
It slide underneath your fingers. Bring it back, so stop, bring it back. Slide more. So no. So like you slid halfway, stop, bring head back, slide continuously to the clavicle. So not all the way at once.
Oh, okay.
Do smaller steps.
Okay, so tension,
We'll do it here first. So
Yeah.
drop,
And you
Come
should feel
back.
that.
tension, drop,
yes.
Yeah.
come
Tension.
back.
Tension.
Drop,
Tension.
come back.
So and then when you add the clavicular attachments, bring their neck up, switch from this to pin their pec, platysma, everything, and extend. Yeah.
And then I was going to mention too, because I know that I could feel this, is when you're working into, when you're going under and then focusing on the hyoid, think of the muscle because you want to make sure you're not compressing on the glands that are under there.
That's right. That's right.
So when you work on the, when you start, so Tanya said, move down from when you were right there, especially from a poke, because there is the gland that's under there, so you want to actually get the muscle instead of compressing into the gland.
So do bilateral, do both sides. Mhm. So make sure your elbow kind of in your hip because you want that stability, right? That they feel that their head is secure. Okay, where are we? So also you can turn their head, right? If you're running out of room, you can turn and extend, right? I already asked Matt to slide back, but see like it's last stretch when we don't extend the head.
Mm-hmm.
So the head has to be, yeah. And through pec would be definitely more stretch. So with the clients that have been through car accidents, so the artery test, vertebral artery test, must be done before you start doing this. And make sure that their arteries are functioning well, because if one is 90 or 50, even 50% compromised, some blood will not be going to their head, right? So very important to make sure it's all done. So petrissage, kind of through their ears, blah, 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 through their neck.
And then right there.
That is
Is
all.
his head back on the table?
Yeah, so you asked them to slide.
I'm like, how are you doing that?
Yeah, no, you slide them back. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
In there, it's like,
Okay.
yeah.
And now at this point, you can work
Right,
through
gotta do
ears,
something
right?
now.
You can do a little bit of ear stuff. Sorry guys, we didn't do it with you. I wrote on a board, I forgot to show you. Ear stuff, so you can do some, if you do any ear reflexology, it's really good, right? Ears is a huge part of TMJ treatment. So you really work on inside of their, not inside of ear, like, but their ear lobes. Yeah, don't put your fingers inside.
Give them like a pull?
Yeah, and you pull. Like all techniques are with pulling. Like I mean, the lobes. It's a one thing to pull, but like push into their ears as well. Lisa, can you put her fingers there? This should pull, not just ear lobes, but inside of her.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
And then,
legit.
so you're,
Like yeah, like on inside. Yeah.
so you're not like pulling his ears like this, but you're actually pulling the from the
Yeah.
temporalis
So you
really down.
and like you can also do this like a grab and rotate, like the whole skull, basically like the whole thing. Yeah.
I do this often.
Yeah, so we'll do those moves. So I just thought I'll just show you that part. And so at this point, we're going to say, okay, I'm going to change my gloves that I don't have
Or
your
pull
hair
back your
product.
No, those ones.
And so we change our gloves at this point. Again, I hope I don't have to talk to you. You need to know your box. You need to know where the beginning of your gloves and with the tips of your gloves, you definitely don't touch anything. Depends what side you're working with. You rest your hand. Well, I guess I will do this side again. Matt needs this side to be done, but I'll do this side. So you rest your hand. You tell them, open their mouth. Oh, I wait for Lisa.
Not you? I don't, you move down, I want you to move the blanket.
Oh. I think we're just working in our mouth.
I know, but I've gotta leave my arm, I don't like my glove to
Yeah.
touch the blanket.
For sure.
They're hard to get on the second time around.
Is my hand in the right place, Tanya?
They're kind of like on their bicipital groove. Right, yeah. Did you get in those glasses? Okay, so I'm gonna do my right hand, so I'm gonna go to left side of their body. So I say, open your mouth. I just put my thumb in, close your teeth. With my other hand, I rotate their head. My free hand is resting on their clavicle, and I just start.
I'd come this way a little.
Yeah, so yes,
there you
and you roll.
There you go.
You roll your chair to the side, the opposite side from what you're working. So how come Lisa's so uncomfortable? She has gone side, kind of like, why is she sideways?
Maybe if David, you put your head more on the table, and then you can scooch in a little closer.
That chair's too high for her.
I think your stool is too high too.
You wanna switch stools?
There you go. That looks better.
So first we're just kind of like moving things around, we're feeling, so let's feel by the ear, that's all that part of mass of her.
You can go up a little higher. Yeah, there you go. Yep. How's that feel, Alex?
Oh, it's good.
Okay, so make sure they're not clenching teeth, make sure they're relaxed. So you kind of like strip it, you can go cross fiber stripping or like cross fiber down from superior to inferior portion. Or you go this way. Okay.
You can come a little higher up here onto the cheekbone. There you go. There. How's that feel, David?
Okay, so if your arm is too tired in the air and you need to work trigger points, you rest both of the elbows on the table. It's comfier for me when my arm is a little bit up. Trigger points. You find trigger point and you kind of circular friction it, or just compress and ask them open their mouth
And ask them to open?
and close and circle again.
Do you feel anything in it? Yeah. Is that the gel?
So you do the upper portion of it, and then you do the lower portion of it.
And you go see the general point of view?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I feel another one right here, so.
Cool. So when you finish with those, so you can repeat it 3-4 times, right? Keep doing it because you need to release those trigger points. Otherwise, the test's not going to be good after we retest them. And then for pterygoids, you find upper molars, wisdom area, kind of a wisdom teeth area.
On the
Open
top
your
teeth.
mouth. Mm-hmm.
And you kind of, yes, that's right, switch your angle a
This
little
one's
bit.
not bad at all.
We'll get you in there. It's tender.
Okay.
It will be very tender for them.
Almost in that space up.
It's the space there, you feel it. And close. So nothing wrong with Matt's side on this side. So I'm just gonna go to the other side because now, just like I'm gonna sort of a massage, relax it, and I have to stretch it. So PIR is the part of this technique. So I will make sure open, and I will leave that glove, that sweat glove, and I will do maybe with one glove or both,
On the
however. So
teeth,
on
so-
the teeth,
So turn around so you're on the bottom.
and I say use both hands.
And what am I doing?
So place your
Just
place your thumbs on his bottom teeth.
Oh, my hands aren't in his mouth anymore.
They will be.
There will be
Okay.
place
Thumbs
it.
on teeth. Bottom teeth.
Thumb is on bottom teeth, I guess.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
And then press.
so
on.
you hold on. So you place your hands. Ask them to open their mouth as much as they
I'm
can.
placing my hands on his chin, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
So now hold it until 10%. Try to close it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax. And press that jaw down. Right. So now you open it again. Swallow.
Thank you.
No.
And make sure they don't talk because you can. Okay, so the scary part is if you dislocate their jaw with open mouths, they're gonna go out of your office. You won't be able to put it back. That'll be the scariest moment of your lifetime. So don't do that.
Don't do what?
Don't push beyond the range of motion. Or if they talk, if they talk, make sure you take your hands out. If they need to swallow, remove your hands. They will try to swallow and accommodate your hands. Worse than ever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Blink twice if you're in the
one more time. Yeah, having safe passwords or words is good thing too. Okay, so one more time. Let's stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax. And the next step, you tell them to close their mouth. The hand that goes in the mouth would cover the other side. You press on their chin and tell them to open their mouth, but you won't let them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and kind of relax. Make sure you don't jam their jaw.
You guys don't have your elbows on the table. Am I supposed to?
You can.
Okay.
Yeah, Matt is just too close to me. He didn't move far enough, so
Okay.
that's why I'm kind of awkward right now, but doesn't matter to me. Okay, and again, press on their jaw, make them open it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax. Okay, so if they're ready and you ready, let's place our hand that we just worked with and open.
Same side. Other side.
Other side now. Turn their head, support it with the other side. Move your chair. Be comfortable, straight back. And let's look for trigger points there.
You can close now, David, so she can get in.
Is it pressure?
Oh, it's good. It's good. Really good.
This one's good.
It's just hanging out there. If you came this way a little bit, there you go, and then, yeah, so kind of supporting it, so if you end up pushing his head, then it's not gonna kind of roll over if he was really
Oh,
relaxed.
this really good.
So with trigger point first, you kind of circle them, then open, close mouth.
Yeah, so kind of. No. No.
Open. Okay. One more time. A little bit of it.
Mm-hmm.
Relax. Okay. So when you finish with masseter trigger points, don't forget about pterygoids. And now we're kind of going for medial ones. And sort of like do that kind of a stripping on their face. And when you finish with trigger points, again, open your mouth, straight, press on teeth, stretch their jaw, try to close it. Instruct them to close it 10% only. Otherwise, you can dislocate the jaw. You do not want to do that. And relax. Do your own counting, guys, there. Close, open, close. Open. Okay, let's do one more time. And then with the chin, right? Try to push it hard. Oh, not that hard. Yeah. So it's just take your mouth off. It's the antagonist, right? And that's basically it. Then when we finish with them, you can kind of do your palm compressions, circles to relax, and ask them to retest.
Ooh.
Maybe cheating maybe on the bottom finger or no? Don't.
It's about the same. There was way less pain in here though.
That's right.
Wow.
Holy!
This is
That
so
was
short.
crazy.
Impressive.
That's, yeah, it's gonna take time. So,
Holy.
Wow. I don't see it
Speaking
coming.
of, the back teeth are floating. Boy, let me tell you, holy monkey.
well,
I'm like,